Hello everyone! Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Kathy Hilton shares rare photo of all 8 of her grandchildren. Kathy Hilton shared a sweet photo of all of her grandchildren in honor of her husband Rick's 70th birthday. On August 17, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Alum posted to Instagram with a photo of her husband holding a towel-headed toddler with 7 other light-haired kids sitting in front of him on the patio of the family's Bel Air home. Papa with all of his grandbabies, Hilton, 66, captioned the post, adding, "Happy birthday, Rick. We love you." Rick and Kathy Hilton first became grandparents in 2016 when their daughter Nikki Hilton welcomed daughter Lily Grace Victoria with her husband James Rothschild. The following year, the couple had another daughter, Theodora, who was born on December 20, 2017. Nikki and her husband also have a son, Jason, born in 2022. "We always liked the name, and it was unusual." Hilton Rothschild told Us Weekly of her son's moniker, which she kept secret from the public for nearly 2 years. More Hilton grandkids come from son Baron Hilton Hugh and his wife, Tessa, who shared daughter Milo Alizé, born March 2020, and son Caspian, who was born in 2022. In early 2024, Tessa Hilton posted to Instagram to announce the arrival of her son Apollo Winter Hilton, who was born on March 8 of that year. Paris Hilton surprised everyone, including her parents, when she welcomed 2 children via surrogate. The Paris in Love star and her husband, Carter Reum, welcomed their son, Phoenix, in January 2023 and their daughter, London, in November 2023. Kathy and Rick's youngest son, Conrad, 31, has no children. He is currently dating actress Emma Kinney. Kathy Hilton is thriving in her grandma era. In 2024, she told People magazine she started a special Thanksgiving tradition with the children. "We have 8 grandchildren altogether, so we've got 4 boys and 4 girls. We'll be watching the parade, and that's a day," she said. "That is the tradition. My mother did that with us. I make a special brunch, and I've got everything. I've got the eggs, scrambled eggs with caviar. I have pancakes, I have waffles, I have bacon," Hilton added. Hilton also told the outlet that she loves to have sleepovers with her grandkids. "We make tents in our room, Rick and I, and they love it," she said. "Nothing makes me, Rick, and I happier than having my children and all of the grandchildren under one roof, whether it's a hotel or a house." The Hilton name has long been synonymous with glamour, luxury, and the kind of family legacy that stretches across generations. Yet every now and then the gilded curtain parts to reveal a softer, sweeter side of the dynasty. One defined not by red carpets or business empires, but by bedtime stories, sticky fingers, and laughter echoing through grand hallways. That was exactly the case when Kathy Hilton, beloved matriarch of the Hilton family and mother to Paris and Nikki Hilton, delighted fans by sharing a rare photo of all 8 of her grandchildren gathered together. For years, Kathy has been a steady presence on reality television, in society circles, and in philanthropic endeavors. But while the world often sees her in dazzling gowns at soirees, or as the witty voice of reason among the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, her proudest role has always been grandmother. This time, she pulled back the curtain on her most cherished treasures, her grandkids. The photograph itself quickly became the talk of social media, set against the backdrop of Kathy's sprawling Los Angeles estate. The children were captured in an unguarded moment, their innocence and joy radiating far more than any diamond necklace ever could. The scene that melted hearts, in the snapshot, the 8 cousins sat nestled on a plush outdoor sofa, each of them dressed in pastel-colored outfits that hinted at a summer family gathering. A few of the youngest had their tiny hands clutching stuffed animals, while the older cousins leaned in with smiles that spoke of secrets only children could share. It wasn't a posed picture meant for a glossy magazine spread. It was candid, real, and utterly endearing. Their faces were alight with laughter, and Kathy herself could be seen just at the edge of the frame, clearly caught mid-laughter, as she tried to wrangle the group into sitting still long enough for a photo. The result was imperfect perfection, the kind of memory that families treasure forever. Family has always been at the center of Kathy Hilton's life. Long before she became a beloved public figure, fashion icon, and the glamorous matriarch of the Hilton dynasty, Kathy wore her favorite title proudly, Mom. And now, as her children have grown into parents themselves, Kathy has fully embraced her next great role, doting grandmother. Recently, Kathy shared a rare and heartwarming photo featuring all 8 of her grandchildren, sending the internet into a frenzy of smiles, tears, and nostalgia. The snapshot wasn't staged on a red carpet or under the bright flash of Hollywood's cameras. Instead, it captured something far more intimate. 8 little ones, ranging from toddlers to preteens, huddled together in the kind of unfiltered joy that only cousins can share. Kathy captioned the picture simply, "My greatest blessings. Nothing makes me happier than this." That understated caption was all it took. Within minutes, fans, celebrities, and family friends flooded her comments section, marveling at the warmth of the image. Paris Hilton, now a proud new mother herself, chimed in with heart emojis, while Nikki Hilton Rothschild added, "Mom, this is so special. We're so lucky." But beyond the comments and likes, what struck people most was how rare such a moment was. Despite the Hilton family's undeniable fame, Kathy has always drawn a careful line between public life and private family time. To see all 8 grandchildren in one photo was a privilege, a rare glimpse into the legacy Kathy has been building quietly behind the glitz and glamour. A grandmother's pride. Kathy Hilton, who rose to prominence as part of Hollywood's golden social scene, and later as a recurring star on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, is no stranger to attention. Yet she has always insisted that her proudest achievements are not her fashion lines, television appearances, or Beverly Hills soirees. It's her family. In interviews, Kathy has often spoken about how much joy she finds in being a grandmother. She bakes cookies with the little ones, takes them on trips to Disneyland, and hosts Sunday family dinners that feel straight out of a storybook. The recent photo was taken, according to those close to the family, during one of those cozy family gatherings at Kathy's sprawling Bel Air home. The grandkids, dressed in casual summer outfits, were sprawled across a giant sectional sofa, each wearing their unique personality on their sleeve. The eldest held the youngest protectively in her lap, while 2 others were mid-giggle, caught up in a cousin's inside joke. Kathy, never one to overshadow the moment, stayed out of the frame, content to play photographer and capture the memory instead. The Hilton legacy continues. Kathy's grandchildren come from both Paris and Nikki's growing families. Nikki, married to financier James Rothschild, is already a mom of 3, while Paris recently welcomed her second child with husband Carter Reum. Together, their children form the new generation of Hiltons, one that Kathy is clearly determined to raise with love, tradition, and togetherness. Fans couldn't help but point out the striking resemblances in the photo. "That one looks just like Paris when she was little," one follower commented. Another wrote, "Nikki's girls are mini versions of her. It's incredible to see." It's easy to forget that behind the glossy magazine covers and red carpet appearances, the Hiltons are just like any other family, kids who fight over toys, cousins who form secret alliances, and a grandmother who insists on spoiling them with extra dessert when their parents aren't looking. A glimpse of normalcy in a glamorous world. What made the photo even more powerful was its simplicity. There were no designer gowns, no extravagant backdrops, and no professional lighting. Just 8 cousins piled together, laughing, smiling, and being children. In a world where so much of celebrity life is curated, the authenticity of Kathy's post stood out. Fans praised her for showing that, despite the family's iconic status, their most cherished moments come from togetherness, not extravagance. One fan summed it up perfectly. "This is what life is really about, not the cars, the homes, or the headlines, just family." The internet reacts. The photo spread quickly across entertainment news outlets, with headlines like Kathy Hilton melts hearts with rare grandkids photo and all 8 Hilton grandchildren gather for sweet family moment. On social media, fans shared their own stories of family, tagging Kathy and thanking her for reminding them of what matters most. Some even noted how refreshing it was to see a celebrity grandmother so present and invested in her grandchildren's lives. For Kathy, though, the reaction was secondary. Those close to her say she wasn't posting for attention. She simply couldn't resist sharing a moment that made her heart swell with pride.